we're going to look at another topical issue. The other day I did a video that says, listen, it is not the fetus, which is the unborn child, or the child that is already born, which is a male or female, should pay the price as a result of a parent who is out of wedlock or within a committed relationship or not in a committed relationship, that a man does not support his child or a woman does not support the child. But in some instances, maybe it is the woman that will not provide the support, whereas the man are the ones who are most likely blamed for not providing the support. And I believe that sometimes the men do not know how, because the reality, a lot of times we think that when we talk about support, it is financial, which is stability. Remember, yes, financial support is very critical, because the funding or the money that is used or provided from the father can be used to do several things, such as offset the expenses associated with the child. The parent too can document these expenses, a list of things, because sometimes the father might not be in a position to realistically meet the bill or the fund available or what is required based on what the parent requires. So we are saying financial stability is critical to offset a lot of the expenses. But there are other ways that the male can be there. You see that little emotional support, something there? Children needs that. Sometimes they need somebody to listen to talk to. You know, the little reasoning element, right? And in terms of reason, that builds on a lot of other things. It can also allow for parent, in terms of father, to spend quality time with the child, doing activities. If it's a boy, you know, they play football. If it's a girl, maybe he will find himself combing a doll hair or do any other activity that the girl is doing or the father would want to do. It also builds other things during that quality time that is being spent. It also builds on communication, the reasoning between the father, the mother, and the child. You know, those one-on-one between fathers and daughter, fathers and son, right? Other thing that it builds on, when the child can ask or have discussions with the father now can be a role model to this child. When I grow up, this is the person that I would want my husband to be like. This is the person that I would want my wife to be like, because the fatherhood roles are being spent. Other things it builds on, you know, in terms of accountability. You see that little discipline something there? Me believe our ginger out a door can tell us, say, yes, Michelle, you're correct. You see the little what we call that now, that discipline, being obedient. Sometimes, you know, one look a father give you, you know, you read between the eyes, you know, what the father is saying, or even the father call and say, listen, or say something with wordless, right? Because sometimes a mother has it hard in terms of discipline, in terms of thinking that free time or a gadget or something. So sometimes the father, if you say, you notice, they say, if I'm gonna tell daddy, now let me call daddy, the child is more quicker to stop doing the wrong, right? So we are saying, in terms of communication, the little dialogue and the little reinforcing discipline is critical. And also this enhances role and goal or rule setting, right? Because rules, even on a hell of a rule, right? And we are saying that while mothers have tried their best to try to set these rules, right, sometimes they're soft. And that's the reality. We succumb to the tears and the nagging and the repeating, asking. But when the father sets that, sometimes it is more cemented. Other things that fathers can do is teaching the children stuff. Father teaching the son, father teaching the daughters. You know, these are the things, life skills, which are critical, right? So there are so many other things that a father can do. It not only involve money. Parenting is not just a father alone. It's not a mother alone. But we are saying, despite what transpired between the man and the woman, spur of the moment, upfront and personal, and a child come into being, a child should not be punished as a result of the unplanned appearance, right? Do not Do not, and I'm encouraging whether father or mother who has stepped away from the role, do not accuse or not being there to support the child. Blame them for coming into presence, coming. The sex, as I said in another video, sex is nice, right? But if out of wedlock, as the Bible says, it is sin, you're supposed to find somebody, bond with them, and in terms of a marriage, some or depending on the culture of other religious principles, right? And even some principle believe that you just take a woman unto you and call her your wife and judge her. You know what I mean? Which means that there is a committed relationship. But if the child came into being with unplanned pregnancy and unplanned parenthood, all I am saying, even the dog Ginger is outside saying, listen, Michelle, it's the truth. We are saying that help, step up to the game. The child is the blessed version of the wrongdoing of the sex out of wedlock, which was the sin. So hence, the child or children are the blessings, right? The blessings. So father did not protect himself by using a condom, or no man is gonna say they're gonna take a tie off, especially when they do not have have the number of children, or maybe believe in certain principle. But the one protection a man has is a condom. The woman too might have side effects of taking any of the contraceptive, abstain from pregnancy, but eventually will get involved with a man and they want to feel the niceness, skin to skin they call it, the moment, to feel the flesh against the flesh in a riskful way or an unrisky way. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying, despite the child is here, the child was conceived, help during the developmental stage in the womb of the mother, have a relationship with the mother so that the child can hear the voice, the reasoning. Dada, if you talk to the child, reason from early, right? But if you were not around, we are saying then listen, do not disappear. Remember, participate in the physical activities for the child. Be there at school, setting boundaries. Yes, stability. Be a role model. We are saying be there for the little emotional. Sometimes children want to talk. They do not want to talk to mommy. They want to talk to daddy. They want to reason, right? You can also teach them to be independent, right? So when we say man for daddy or man for supporting youth or youth, we are not saying that, listen, everything it's all about money. Also, we never know the type of father that we choose for our children, because maybe they didn't get an opportunity to have been loved, abused verbally, psychologically, emotionally, physically, right? And they too needs to be loved. So even though a lot of men are adults, they are a bigger version of children. Likewise, a lot of females too might experience the same thing. So we are saying the sex was the sin out of wedlock. The children are the blessings. Help them. Help them. Be there for them so that they can grow without tension and animosity and behavioral issues, right? Education is important. Help them do their homework. Call them. You finish your homework already? What you did at school? Participate in the activities. Listen to them, man. They always have a story. Children, let me tell you, Destiny and Diamond always have story, and as big as the big ones are, they too have story. Teaching them skills, let them make and break things. You can help them and learn a lot. Communicate with them. Do not leave. Find out what they are interested in, right? Be their friend so that you can be there. Let them feel love. Because if the love is not there, they are gonna detour to something that we call peer pressure, and it is another topic. If a father is there to play the role, let me tell you something, mothers would just be the carrier, because while they serve a purpose, equal purpose as the man, right? Be there, fathers. It is hard maybe on you, but it is double harder, triple harder, quadruple harder on parents who have to be there for a child alone. Ladies, do not deprive the father of your child to contact. There are some fathers who are doing more than they can, and for some women it is just still not good enough. That is another issue. I am not sure what is the cause or the underlying reasons that is causing that. But let me tell you, some men are pushing their hands in fire for their children, and the woman is just being a nuisance the same way. Big up the fathers every time. Even Ginger outside endorsing it, my favorite dog at home. I had to put him out for this video, but he too will be in one of my conversations one day. So we are saying, fathers, children need you, right? If you want your child, there's another set that would want to still want the mother. The mother might have moved on. Yes, the mother might have moved on in another relationship. So the stepfather is now playing that role. Big up all the stepfathers. You might be dating a woman that you do not have a child with, but bless up every time because you are playing that father role to a child or children that belongs to other men. And also, the father that you would have been is sometimes even better than the original father, right? But do not be dismayed or surprised if your biological father or the biological, we call it in a Jamaica, baby father, baby daddy, is also being a good father in another home. But let me tell you, despite what is happening, do not blame the child. Do not blame the children. They were not there during the hanky-panky, the cock up and the jack up, the backers, the skin over, and all of this. They are not to be punished for parents' wrong of unprotected sex or unplanned pregnancy. We are saying be there for them, help them, so that in the future they can also be a contributing factor to society, because a lot of what might be taking place, you never know if single parenting or parenting is a factor of what is reflecting now. Because a lot of children are growing in single parenting homes, and let me tell you something, while a lot of women try 100% over time to try and they do their best and the children come out perfect, there are some that the support system is just not there. Fathers, we need you. Mothers, we too need you. The grandmother, big up the auntie, the uncle, the niece, the nephews, everybody, we need you. Unity is strength, and we need the little support something there, because everyone has something to invest in terms of teaching in a child. So while the biological father might, as Jamaicans say, take away himself, remember other persons can take in themselves in the child life in a positive way, so that a child can even grow to understand, to feel love, and not think that something is wrong with them or even have any negative implication, right? Big up every time, big up all the single parenting, big up all the persons that are playing mother-father role. Bless up all the good fathers that are there playing their role. Bless up all the children that are in homes that have fathers and mothers that are there. Big up wife every time. Let me tell you, the wife something there, our hard role to play. Bless up every wife. Bless up those families. The man is not married as yet to the spouse or the fiancé. Bless up every home that exists and has children in it, because they say children live what they learn. So help them. Only you alone can do it. Me can do it. You can do it. We can do it. Bless up every time. Another thing before I leave, what fathers could do sometimes financially, they do not have it. Women, do not provide unrealistic expenses, because if the man don't have it, him don't have it. What you could do, write it on paper, let him take what he wants to do. And if things are left over, you can try to fund that. Not true? Well, let me tell you, you have some father, you know, you wonder for them carry the pitney. Them love the pitney more than even the mother. Remember me tell you that. So big up everybody. Big up all the parents. Big up everybody every time. That's me. That's all I have to say. Bye. Heading out.